Welcome to All About Sport. I'm Louise O'Reilly and we are live here in the Hotel Kilmore on the Dublin Road in Cavan town, awaiting the victorious All-Ireland Senior Team 2012 Donegal.
He's not sure. He's sure, he just doesn't want the boys in the background, that's all. Thanks very much.
Welcome to All About Sport. Jim McGuinness, thank you very much for taking the time to talk to us. How does it feel to be heading back to Donegal with Sam Maguire?
Oh, it feels great. Obviously something that we've dreamed about really for the last couple of years, and I suppose for a lot of the players maybe something they've dreamed about for a lifetime, and the scenes on the way down the road there, and all the people from Dublin, really, all the small villages, people out seeing us down the road and out to see the cup is a fantastic feeling, and I suppose we can only imagine what it's going to be like when we get home, when we've got this type of reception through Meath and through Cavan already.
Absolutely, we're delighted to have you here in Cavan. You know, your style of football obviously has been very topical, you know, and everybody's saying you've changed the face of football. Do you think that you've changed the future of Gaelic football and the style that will be played in the future?
I don't know. It's hard to say. Like, I mean, I think it's changing all the time. Anyway, you know, I think maybe a wee bit too much was read into the Dublin game last year. We probably weren't far enough down the road from the point of view of development to try and win the match, and at that stage, and we went with a certain game plan that we felt was going to get us over the line, and it nearly worked for us. But we've changed a lot this year, and we've added a lot of sort of offensive dimensions to our play, and I suppose from our own point of view maybe the game might change, but we're hoping to change ourselves as well as we move forward. I think that's important, to be flexible in relation to that.
What would you say to a lot of people criticise, you know, your defensive strategy? You know, last year, you know, did you intentionally change the way you played the game this year?
No, well, last year really was about, I suppose, trying to get traction, trying to win games, and trying to get confidence into the lads, because they had, I suppose, been on a bumpy enough road for a few years previous to that, and it was just about trying to become competitive again, win games, and build a bit of traction through that, and it worked for us. You know, obviously it wasn't everybody's taste, but I think once we got that traction and we sort of got a wee bit of stability within the group, it moved forward then into this year, and we looked at different things then to try and push the thing on offensively, and now we're going to probably try and push it on again next year.
Brilliant. How did you feel when that final whistle went?
Well, probably relief more than anything, you know, maybe after the cup was lifted and the players were on the pitch with the cup again and going around the stadium, that was the time that, you know, you could sort of reflect a wee bit, and just fantastic to see the faces and the pride in people's faces, and just a great feeling since, really. And last night was fantastic, and the best is yet to come.
You have a lot of celebrations ahead of you. Do you think this team can go on to win many more All-Irelands? Well,
it's very hard to know. Everybody else is looking to win an All-Ireland. We feel we're part of a group of counties now, probably 6 to 8 counties that believe they can win it, really believe they can win it, and obviously when you do win it yourself, you must believe that you can win it again. So we're part of that group now, but it doesn't put us on top of the pile, it doesn't put us in second or third. We're part of a group that can win it. Anybody can beat anybody else on a given day, and it's just about, you know, trying to win games really, and be competitive, and take every single game on its own merits, and we've always done that.
Jim McGuinness, thank you very much for sharing the Sam Maguire with us here in All About Sport in Cavan town, and enjoy the rest of the celebrations. It's a pleasure to meet you. Thank you very much. I am joined by Michael Murphy, captain of the All-Ireland Senior Champions, Donegal. Thank you very much, Michael, for taking the time to talk to us. Well, welcome to Cavan. It's great you've stopped off with the Sam Maguire. Congratulations on leading your team to an All-Ireland victory. How does that feel?
I suppose it's a lovely feeling. I suppose it's over the last day or two, you know, it's really sunk in, you know, and I suppose after the final whistle, the overwhelming relief was, I suppose it was just pure and utter relief, and I suppose over the last couple of days since we've sat down as a team, and I suppose it's been really starting to sink in a wee bit better, you know.
I'd say you're all very tired now and just dying to get back to Donegal, where your fans are awaiting, we hear. But you know, the start, you started with an incredible start, you know, that goal in the first 2 minutes. I mean, that was a dream start for the Ulster champions.
It was a nice start, all right. It's just unfortunate we couldn't capitalise on it throughout the first half and throughout the latter stages of the first half. Mayo came back into the game. We expected that to happen. Mayo are a quality side that had thrown the champions in Dublin, and that was always the case. They were going to come back in it. And after the start we had, we were just a wee bit. Suppose that we were a bit disappointed the way Mayo came back into it, but. That's the way football goes, and as I say, we're just delighted. Went tit for tat in the second half, and we just managed to get over the line.
Brilliant. It's hard to believe you're only 23. You've showed unbelievable leadership skills. You've captained your team. You've got an All-Ireland. How does it feel to have all this under your belt at such a young age?
It's personally, I suppose, it's a lovely feeling. But I think the whole underlying, I suppose, strength of this team has been I suppose the real camaraderie and the unity of the whole team togetherness, and that's something we've worked on, I suppose, throughout the last 2 years, and the belief in the confidence that has went through over the last couple of years has been phenomenal, and as I say, it's delighted to carry it through onto the biggest stage of the GAA calendar. That's the All-Ireland final.
And you also got man of the match, another honour to your name. That must have been a great, excitement last night to also have that to add. What a great Sunday it was for you.
I suppose not a bad Sunday now, but as I say, could have went to any one of the 15. It was a massive team performance, and that's the way that we've built our team performances right throughout the year and right throughout the last couple of years. And as I say, could have went to anyone. As I say, it's just I just take that there on behalf of the whole team.
What I'm dying to know is, I know your dad is a Mayo man. What has the atmosphere been like in the Murphy household?
He's a Mayo man with family in Mayo, and aunts and uncles and granny and granddads that were there. But as I say, it was it was nice. There was a bit of slagging, a wee bit of banter. But I think they were happy, as I say, for I suppose to get over the line. Maybe myself personally, but I suppose they would have liked Mayo to have won. But. That's football. Hey, Donegal won and Mayo have lost, but
I know.
As I say, could have went any other way.
That's it. Well, Michael, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to all about sport, and enjoy the rest of your journey, making your way back to Donegal with the Sam Maguire. Thank you very much. I'm joined by Karl Lacey, the Sunday Game Player of the Year. Karl, thank you very much for taking the time to talk to all about sport. How has the celebrations been going for you?
Yeah, it's been overwhelming really, the support we're getting. Like in Burlington last night, there's 1,500 people there for the dinner and the big banquet, and it's been unbelievable. Even leaving Dublin this morning, like just driving through Phoenix Park and just cars pulled in everywhere, and coming through Virginia and now into Cavan. It's been great scenes, and we're just looking forward now to get pulling into Pedigo and getting across the border into Donegal. I
know, I'd say they cannot wait to get you back to Donegal, but we're delighted to have you here in Cavan and in the Hotel Kilmore. You've been part of the squad for a long time, one of the older members of the squad. Have you seen many changes throughout the years?
There definitely has. I probably have had more bad days than good days, and they're the days you remember more for some reason. We've come a long way in 2 years. Jim McGuinness took us over there 2 years ago, and it's been a long journey, a lot of hard work done, a lot of early morning sessions, a lot of boys had to change routines, diets, etc. And when Jim came in, he believed there's an All-Ireland in us. A lot of players probably didn't, and including myself, and he believed that this day would come, and we're 2 years down the road and here we are.
It certainly paid off you. You've always been commended on being a very accurate and consistent player, and that really paid off for you yesterday.
Yeah, it was always going to be supposed to be a bit of nerves there yesterday as well. It's always a big occasion, All-Ireland final, and I was asked to do the job on Alan Dillon, and Alan Dillon's one of the best players in the country, and I had to mark him yesterday, and some things went right for me and other things went wrong as well. But we got over the line, and that's the main thing, and delighted for the 15 players that started yesterday. The 4 or 5 lads came on, the boys that didn't get on, and then the backroom team. It's one big circle, and we're all good friends, and it's great that even coming down the bus together there today is great. And as I say, we're looking forward to getting back to Donegal now.
I'm sure you are. At points of the game, it looked like the defence was starting to show cracks and starting to give away frees that you wouldn't usually give away. Did you start to worry, at that point?
Yeah, we got off to a great start. So we did. We got 2 early goals, and maybe we took the foot off the pedal a wee bit and we sat back. I think it's natural enough that, and Jim had a few words at half time, and it shook us up a wee bit, yeah. And you know, you need that as well, and you know it's important. We came out in the second half, we got the first score, and we went 4 points up, and we never gave away. You know, winning less than 3 points, you know, we never get that lead away, and you know, we always had that wee cushion there. And you know, in fairness, the full back line was superb yesterday, and all three of them, and, you know, were brilliant, and you know, they kept us in the game, and anything that went in, you know, they got their hands on it and got it out, and Mayo came at us with everything, but you know, we held tight, and you know, such a relief when that final whistle went.
You certainly, you know, the critics had lots to say about Jim McGuinness's style and tactics, but I think you proved them all wrong, and I'm delighted that you have the Sam Maguire to take back to Donegal. Karl Lacey, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to All About Sport. Enjoy the celebrations, and it's been a pleasure talking to you. Thank you very much. I'm joined by Tom O'Reilly, chairman of the county board, his nephew Martin O'Reilly, and Donegal player Dermot Malloy. Thank you very much for taking the time to talk to us. Tom, an interesting day for you watching this game. You had family connections. How did it feel watching the game yesterday?
Well, it was basically a tough game for me because originally I'm come from Mayo, born in Mayo, but you know, blood is thicker than water, and I had to think of Martin and the lads and the amount of work they put in all year, and you know, it was a great game. I had from the beginning. I always thought, after Donegal beat Cavan this year, that they were going well and they were moving well, and I thought they'd win the All Ireland. When I seen Mayo in the All Ireland, I says maybe they mightn't win this one, but they went off and they won the All Ireland in style. I thought they were never in doubt after the 2 goals went in. These are 2 young lads starting off on the team, and young Brick here came on yesterday for a while, and he did a great league campaign too with them. Marty here too, my nephew. He was involved with them during the league, came on in the championship, got hurted after the Tyrone match, and you'd feel sorry for lads to get hurted in that, but they're young. They have something now that not many players has in Ulster, in All Ireland middle. You know, the Celtic cross it's amazing what that does for players, and when they look through the Donegal players like Porrick, McShay, Brian McInniff, and all them great players back through the years, Neely Gallagher, and all of them that never won a medal, and now they're sitting here with an All Ireland medal today in the Hotel Kilmore. To the Donegal people, I know this is going out live, and you know, it's a great occasion for a county. It'll lift the precious time that we're in, and like Cavan, Donegal, you know, 2 years ago weren't in a great place. They've shown us now what they can do with dedication, commitment, and with a good management team. They went off and won the All Ireland yesterday. It's a great occasion for Donegal. These lads have a long week ahead, but they have championship next Sunday. And I hope Marty pulls himself together, because I know this man will be training in the morning. Oh,
I'm glad to hear it, Dermot, and news to your ears. Dermot, you came on for McElhenny yesterday. You know, you come on and you really made a mark in the game.
It was just nice to get in there. I suppose we lost to Dublin in the 21 final back in 2010, and I suppose there's been a lot of sleepless nights since that. You know, thinking, are you ever going to get your hands on a medal? And thankfully, you know, all them nights are gone now, and you have my medal, and just delighted, because you know, there's times, you know, when you're training in the winter and you think, is it worth it? But thankfully now, you know, it is worth it, and you know, we've that All Ireland medal, and we're just very, very proud, you know, to be from Donegal, and you know, to represent them on Croke Park yesterday was just fantastic.
As you said, you have to make a lot of sacrifice and commitments, but how did it feel when that final whistle blew and you were there on the field?
Nothing will ever, you know, live up to that. It was just unreal, you know, and just to see all the lads, you know, hugging and, you know, whatever, jumping on each other, it was fantastic, like. Yeah. But no, as I said, you know, we're just very proud to be from Donegal, you know, and we're just looking forward now to getting down the road to them and, you know, make a big week of it.
You certainly will. And Martin, unfortunately, you got injured after the Tyrone game. I mean, it must have been very difficult for you sitting on the bench, but none other than that, you've trained and you've been part of the team and helped them, you know, get to get the All Ireland.
Yeah, like it's been fantastic being involved. You know, it doesn't matter injured or not injured, you're still a part of it. Everyone's valued in the team, and you know, it's not just 15 players, it's the whole squad, the backroom team, the management team. It's just a fantastic setup now. It really is.
You'll be, you know, can you see, you know, Tom, you know, this team going on to win many more All Irelands?
Well, I think that Cavan are about 2 years away from winning one, so we'll give them another one anyway.
I just have to have a little cheer there. Yes, that's good news. That's news to my ears.
Definitely, that's, you know, it's a huge monkey off the back once you win the first one, you know. But getting organised, and the Dublin won one last year. Everyone said they'd go on for a long time. You have to apply yourself back soon, and I'm sure Jim will have them all back again. Sadly to say, we might be that happy in Cavan for that to happen, but as I said, we're 2 to 3 years away from an All Ireland, so you can have 2 lads more.
There's been a lot of talk and criticisms about Jim McGuinness's kind of style of play and his defence strategies, both over the last year. Do you think he's changed the face of Gaelic football for the future?
Jim McGuinness was criticised. Jim McGuinness started off to do a job. And Jim McGuinness landed that. He did that yesterday. He's a determined man. He's tuned in. He knows what's happening. He applied a structure, which is going to be hard to break down in that. But last year, it didn't work that well for him. But this year, got a new running game and on the counter attack. It was a very exciting game of football, the way Donegal are playing at the moment, and the team that he's built and the motivation he's put into the team, it moves the bar up for other teams. But in time, someone will design something else. But for Jim McGuinness, it's a great credit to him. And what I like about Jim McGuinness is that he stands up and he's firm and he believes what he believes in. He's not prepared. He's not afraid to say it, and that's very important. Whether it goes down well or doesn't go down well, that's what Jim McGuinness does, and that's what's it goes through the team that, and the lads learn a lot from Jim McGuinness. I compliment Jim on the way he's done it. You'll always have the guys that don't like the style, but they're always from someplace else and they're not from Donegal today. And I don't think you'll hear anyone in Mayo complaining after yesterday. They were beaten by a better team on the day.
As it was very tough, for the Mayo team and the Mayo supporters yesterday. But, we're absolutely delighted that you're bringing the Sam Maguire back to Ulster and back to Donegal. And we're delighted that you've stopped with us here in Cavan to share the cup with us. Thank you very much, Martin, Tom and Dermot, for taking the time to talk to All About Sport. I'm joined by Owen McConnon, BBC Radio commentator. Owen, thanks for taking the time to talk to All About Sport. You're no stranger to All About Sport. But tell us, we're here to talk about the Sam Maguire coming back to Ulster. What is the consensus with everybody around Ulster having it back?
It's unbelievable. I mean, if you look at yesterday, the 9 counties of Ulster wanted Donegal to win, and nobody would have begrudged Mayo their winning, but the way it was, everybody wanted Donegal to win, and 20 years, it's a long time to wait. I remember 1992 as if it was yesterday. James and Martin McHugh and Anthony Malloy, and you see Mark McHugh yesterday, and the emotion, it was just fantastic, absolutely fantastic.
There was a lot of talk that it wasn't the best All-Ireland that's ever been, but what do you think?
No, I agree with that. It certainly wasn't the best, but look, at the end of the day, 2 goals early on in the first 11 minutes, McFadden and Murphy, the dynamic duo, game over really, but fair play to Mayo. They battled back, they battled very hard. They made a game of it, but there was only going to be one winner, and once Donegal stayed that 3-4 points ahead, there was never going to be any other outcome. It wasn't pretty at times, and it wasn't the best performance that Donegal would have made all year. Probably their worst performance of the year, but look, they have the Sam Maguire Cup heading back to Donegal this evening. That's all that matters to them.
I mean, obviously it worked, something worked, if they're heading back, as you said, with the Sam Maguire back to Donegal. Can you see other teams next year taking on, Jim McGuinness's styles and tactics?
It's going to be very difficult. I remember 2 years ago in Crossmaglen, Donegal were annihilated in the qualifier by an average Armagh team, and to see what Jim McGuinness and Rory Gallagher in particular have done with these guys is phenomenal. Yes, of course other counties can do it, and yes, other counties will do it, but I think at the moment Donegal are so far ahead of everybody else. If you look at our own county, we have loads of young footballers, and if they buy into the system and if they feel that if Donegal can do it, why not we do it? Because Donegal are basing their success on under 21. We have had 2 under 21 championships. So, yes, the answer to your question, other teams can do it, but I think we're going to have to wait a few years.
We're hoping that we don't have to wait too long, as you said, for Cavan to bring home the Sam Maguire once again. What do you think our chances are in the next couple of years of that happening?
It's a very slow build up, and it's a very slow process, and you don't manufacture footballers overnight. Terry Hyland's be given an extended term, which I feel is good, in that he will get to know the system and get to know the players, and build up a trust between them. Because if you look at what Jim McGuinness has done to these Donegal fellas, it's about building up a trust. He had belief in them. He knew that they could do this. Rory Gallagher had a belief in them, and likewise then the players believed in the management, and once the players believed in the management, they would have left their shirt on the pitch yesterday for Donegal. They would have left their shirt on the pitch yesterday for Jim McGuinness and for Rory Gallagher. So yes, other teams can do it. Cavan will do it, but not very soon, I don't think.
It's going to take some time. Well, we'll be certainly here in the Hotel Kilmore when that day comes, and hopefully it comes a lot sooner rather than later. But Owen, thank you very much for talking to us. I'm joined by PJ McGowan, chairperson of the county board for Donegal. PJ, thank you very much for taking the time to talk to all about sport, and big congratulations to you all. I'm sure you're very eager to get this cup, the Sam Maguire, back to Donegal.
Yes, it'll be a thrilling evening to get it across the border into Donegal. It's been a great journey down the road from Dublin so far. Cavan people have been out in their hundreds to welcome us once we crossed over the border into Cavan, into Ulster. And town in Virginia was packed. It took us quite a while to get through Virginia. And the welcome here in the Kilmore Hotel in Cavan has just been tremendous.
There's been a lot of talk, over the past year and over the past couple of years with Jim McGuinness's style and tactics of football, and people are saying how it's changed the face of football. You've had a lot of, speculation and the media. How have you dealt with that over the last year?
Well, Jim has dealt with it. The system has evolved. It was an evolving system. I suppose last year it was based on a tight defensive unit and giving away very, very little. May not have been everybody's cup of tea last year, but I don't think it really mattered to the boys that were involved in it, nor to the management team. This year it's evolved further, and they're taking it to a new level, really, in terms of attacking play, where basically any Donegal player can pop up in attack. 14 outfield players can play anywhere. So that has really, I suppose, transformed things hugely.
So what would you say to all the critics now? You're heading home with the Sam Maguire. You're the ones that are laughing.
Well, I mean, we don't have anything to say as such. We're just glad that this day's come, glad that the team has made the breakthrough that they have. It's been a thrilling year. Maybe we didn't play our best football in the final, but Mayo had a say in that as well, and I think it's a great spectacle. The anticipation and expectation in Donegal for the last 4 weeks, I suppose, since we won the semi-final has been absolutely huge, which is a burden to carry as well. And I know that Jim had said that the players wouldn't be influenced by that he'd keep them well away from that. I think with the euphoria that was in the county, it was basically just impossible to protect or shelter the players completely from that. And maybe that contributed a wee bit to the performance yesterday as well.
Just like the Dublin team, I suppose Donegal now need to keep their feet on the ground and really start preparing again for next year to come back even stronger.
Well, that's true, but I don't think we'll worry about that for this week. There'll be a number of various functions and places that'll want to see the players in the cup, and the Donegal people have been so supportive. They've also been extremely generous in preparing the team, and I think it's only fitting that they'll get an opportunity to meet the players, see the cup, get to hold the cup, and I suppose Jim will have his own plans for how to get the lads in shape for next year again, but we'll not worry about that at the present.
Not at all. Enjoy the celebrations. I'm sure you can't wait to get back down that road to Donegal. And thank you very much for taking the time, PJ, to talk with us and stop here in the Hotel Kilmore in Cavan and share the Sam Maguire and all the celebrations. It's a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you, Louise.
Thank you very much. Thanks very much. I'm joined here by Colm McFadden. Colin, congratulations. All-Ireland title under your belt. How does that feel?
Cheers, thanks very much. No, it's kind of sinking in today probably. It's kind of something we've dreamed of all our life, and it's just brilliant to win it, and just can't wait to take the cup back into Donegal, to get through Pettigo and into Donegal town. It's just going to be something to look forward to, and it's going to be brilliant.
We don't want to let you leave Cavan. We want to keep you here for the night and celebrate with you, but you are one of the longer players on the squad. You've been playing for about 10 years. How have you seen the team change and progress over that period of time?
Well, I suppose when Jim came in first, he came in 2 years ago, and I suppose at the time we wouldn't have been going well, or results wouldn't be going our way, and he started to build confidence then, and there's a lot of young fellas came through from the under-21 team that time, and thankfully Jim and Murray and his backroom team made a big difference when they came in, and it's unbelievable the success we had over the last 2 years. To think it's only 2 years into the job, and we have 2 Ulster medals and an All-Ireland. It's things dreams are made of. I
know, I suppose it's hard for, to let it all sink in. You in particular, your style of play, it's very clinical, and you had a fantastic game yesterday. You scored the second goal in the 11 minutes. How important do you think that goal was for the match?
Well, I suppose goals are always important in games, but think Michael's goal at the start of the game was very important. You know, settled us down, and it's kind of Michael's trademark at this stage. He catches the ball in around the square above the full back, and he just rattles into the net, and you know that gives us the platform and give everybody allowed us to settle down into the game, like, and to get the second goal so soon after it was a great bonus, like, and you know, it was a pity we weren't able to push on a bit more and put a bit more daylight between us and Mayo at half time, like, but thankfully with 3 points and thankfully we were able to hold on and maintain that lead to the end of the game.
Absolutely. Well, you know, I think your dessert is probably ready now, but on a final note, you know, can we see you wearing the Donegal jersey again?
Well, we're going to enjoy it, and we enjoyed last night, we're going to enjoy tonight, and you know, we're going to enjoy the winter as well, like, and of course when come January next year the hunger's going to be back again, and definitely we're going out to try and defend Sam.
Well, please God, we'll see you again, Colm McFadden, wearing that Donegal jersey. Enjoy the rest of the celebrations, and thank you so much for talking to All About Sport here in Cavan Town. I'm joined by Ross Mealiff, owner of the Hotel Kilmore and sponsors for the homecoming to Cavan for the Donegal Senior Champions 2012. Ross, this is a great honour to have such a great afternoon plan, to have the Donegal team arriving here today.
I think it's tremendous, Louise. I mean, it's tremendous for Cavan. It's tremendous the Donegal team made the choice to come back this way, and we're delighted and honoured. We were approached a few weeks ago, we get involved in it. We're delighted to get involved. I mean, Kilmore Hotel and Cavan Town have a tremendous relationship with Donegal people and the Donegal team, the Donegal County Board. We're delighted to host the All-Ireland Championships here today. Tremendous achievement for us here at the hotel.
You know, the team are delighted, and I think everyone's enjoying the food and the hospitality. You know, you have a great name for great food and service here.
Yeah, the Kilmore Odds is a great name for food and service. The Kilmore, we have a great association here with the GAA too. We're the proud sponsors of the Kilmore of the Championship this year. We played Sunday week, and I mean, no doubt about it, we get tremendous support from neighbouring counties within the GAA. There's not a team that passes by that doesn't call the Kilmore Hotel. I suppose it is the home of Cavan football. It's the home of the championship of the Championship of Cavan.
We're very lucky to have, as you said, the Donegal team stop here, because they're just itching to get up the road, but they've stopped and they're really taking the time to meet with all the fans, all the Cavan people that have come out here today to see them.
Yeah, there's a tremendous amount of people out there in the fight today. I said the front row, when the rain bucking out of the heavens. I mean, they still stood there. It was tremendous to see that there. They were great. They worked very, very well with the organisers, the stewards, the people out there, and the management of the hotel. I mean, that's the great thing about Cavan people. They all roll behind people and get involved and stuff, and just relax. The Donegal team, they're so relaxed now. They're sitting back. They're heading off now at 6 o'clock to head off towards Newton Butler, Listonskee, Petticoat, and then into Donegal town for 8:30.
As you said it, they are a very relaxed bunch of young men, and they're really enjoying all the glory. So next up, you were saying the championship. So we have who's up in the final, coming up next?
You've a horn thinking too at the moment. It's Sunday week, the Kilmore Championships are on. It's the senior, the intermediate and the junior championships are on the whole time now. So we're looking forward to that too. It's not on next Sunday, obviously, with the hurling being on at the moment. Right, yeah. It's on Sunday week, but no doubt we'll have a great occasion here with GA people back Sunday week back in the hotel again.
Look, thank you very much for taking the time to talk to us, and congratulations on putting on a great event here today. Thank you. I'm now joined by Paddy McBurty. Paddy, thank you very much, and congratulations on your All-Ireland title. Have to shake your hand.
Thank you.
Well done. Thank you for taking time to speak to All About Sport. You were wearing the number 13 jersey yesterday. How did it feel to be playing in Croke Park for an All-Ireland?
Yeah, unbelievable, obviously. Any day you get to play in an All-Ireland final, represent your county in front of 82,000 people in Croke Park, is a massive honour and occasion. But it's tops it all off when you won an All-Ireland title, and thank God we done that.
You're 19 years of age. You're the youngest player on the team. Am I right?
Yeah.
The youngest player in the team, and he's here with an All-Ireland title under his belt. That's incredible. How does it feel? Do the lads give you a hard time being the youngest player, or who would you look up to on the team?
Yeah, some of them do give me a hard time. Some of the boys that were here for maybe 10 or 12 years didn't win an Ulster Championship, and then a young lad at 18 comes in and wins an Ulster title, and then wins a second one when he's 18 also, and then wins an All-Ireland when he's 19. That's football, and the boys have a good laugh.
So they make sure that you keep your feet on the ground and don't let it all go to your head.
No, definitely not. Any slight bit of cockiness within the squad, will fairly be distinguished. Which is a good thing. There's not one cocky player in the Donegal squad, and that shows in the football field. And we've won an All-Ireland.
You, a student in Maynooth. just started this year. So how did Freshers Week go? Did you get any enjoyment at all for Freshers Week?
None. I'll have my own wee Freshers Week when I go back there next week. So it's a commitment I had to make, and I wouldn't have done anything else but to play in Croke Park yesterday. And when you win All Ireland, you'll not replace that with anything in the world.
I'd say you're going to be one of the most popular freshers in all of Maynooth. You'll be going back, you'll have all the girls mad after you for the whole year, so I'd say it won't be a quiet year at all for you, but I hope that you can enjoy the rest of the celebrations, and good luck with your studies, and I hope that we see you back next year and you bring home another All Ireland. So good luck on your road back to Donegal. Thank you very much, Paddy. We're here in the Hotel Kilmore, and as you can see behind me is the Donegal All Ireland Senior Finalist for 2012 here with the Sam Maguire.
Two more. Right, go ahead. Thank you, children. Thank you.
I'm here outside the Kilmore Hotel in Cavan, and as you can see behind me, the crowds have gathered. The Donegal senior champions for 2012 are ready to leave and make their journey with Sam Maguire back to Donegal. The crowds are waiting in Donegal. It's pouring down, but it's been a magnificent evening, enjoyed by one and all.